What's up? What's up? What's up? I think we are streaming. We are. Let's double check my Twitch over here. Sound kind of rusty. I'm live. And I'm live and I'm here. Let's check this out here. On my creator mode. Bring on my chat. Yeah. I'm back, baby. I'm gonna be editing some photos today. See how it's like. You know what I mean? Got a bunch of stuff to finish, so hopefully I don't get too distracted. So I'm trying to. I figure, like, I don't know, I'm streaming. I'm working on my computer, might as well stream it. So this gives you an idea of what I'm doing here. I'm compiling all these different lighting angles into one, and then I'm removing the backgrounds. Get a nice clean background. That's what we doing. That's what we doing today. And this person actually, this Jeep is the one that won the free image. That's why I stopped on theirs, because I wanted to really kind of go in on there. So very nice. Let's see. That might be the most back one. No. So it's like the most back is this one. Perfect. I'm gonna grab this photo, throw it on top of there. And then let's throw some difference up. I think this one's perfect. Yeah, camera didn't move there. I wasn't pressing the button here, so the person pressing the button was messing with the camera. Maybe I didn't tighten the the tripod enough. Right? Way better right there. Anything else? Line that shadow in front. Next. Don't save this. On to the next one. It's a little bit more like the front left fender. Difference it does have some difference. Just like 1 pixel. It wasn't grass, so maybe it's just like over time, like the camera slowly moves. Throw it on here. So nice. This person won a raffle. We did like a raffle for a free 8x10 at this event. And this is the person that won. I forgot her name. But she's like, yeah, Carnage. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Carnage. Sick. Oh, we got a little bit of underlight here. That's I was also gonna have that 1 pixel shift. Oh, and 1 pixel over to the left too. Throw that on. I think that's gonna be able to let me light up. It's gonna let me light up here a little bit on this tire, and then the whole bar work at the bottom here. Line that shadow bottom. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This one's gonna be a little bit of a pain when it comes to masking everything out, I think. Good enough. Get all that fancy good stuff in there. Look at that. Four-link. Or half-link? Four-link? Half-link. Okay. We got some lighting into the wheels there. But I didn't do a very good job at it. The next image. That one's got a little bit more light in the wheels. Or at least in the front wheel. Oh, good. Bring up the difference. Isn't that funny? That one didn't move much. All right. Oh, there is a difference here. There it is. Is that just a cut in a frame? Something funny going on there. I'll leave that one alone. Alright, next. This. Oh, this is interior. Let's see here. Difference. Oh. Alright, nice. Back to normal. That was good. Oh, I'm just noticing here. Now we're gonna be able to clean that up. So maybe grab some of this tire here first. That sucks. Here's the front bumper. One definitely moved somewhere. It's moved so much, like in a different area code and shit. Normal, mask it, get out. What am I at? 30%. Bump it up to 50%. Get all the goodies up. Well, that's like the back of the interior. That's cool. that out. Get it here. That's cool. Really lit up the interior there. Very cool. Oh, what else? Get rid of this. That's one's gonna be the under. Difference that out. There's no lines. Mask it. Is there a shortcut to mask? Yo, what up? Thanks for the raid. Photo fam. That's what's up. Thanks, yo. I'm over here combining a bunch of images up. What up? With all the raids, dude, that's wild. Alright, let's see. I was supposed to be on for just a little bit. Maybe I'll be on a little longer now. But yeah, we're getting this all these cars kind of beefed up. I pretty much get a bunch of images from a bunch of different lighting angles. So this is like the originals here. Boom. And then we combine all those into what we're looking at. And then now, yeah, it's like we did like an off-road, we're like overland or off-road meetup. This is like one of the main guys, trail runners. This is in Markham Park in Florida. Yeah. This is like all the images that made that one up. This one was kind of cool because there was like all these cars around it. So that's kind of going to be the challenge with this one for sure. Because this one has a lot of cars around it. And this person actually excuse me. This person actually won a free raffle. They got a free 8x10 print of this image. So I want to make it look nice for them. You know what I mean? So let's see if we can start penning over here. I guess I could probably do like an object select or something, but this just is going to be so much cleaner every single time. Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah. Major compositing over here. I used to do this like back in the day, like light painting wise. And I was like, why can't I just do this during the day with nice lighting? I kind of try to explain it to people like, it's kind of like I took your car into the studio, but we didn't. We're right here. And I try not to go too crazy, you know what I mean? Because you go super crazy if you wanted to. Look at here. Yeah, I mean, it's worth the effort though. It looks so good when it's done. I feel like I mean, it would be really nice to have like, I don't know, like 5 lights and have the time to set up every single light, but I don't, you know? Oh yeah, the pen stuff. So the pen gives you nice smooth curves. So I'm holding Alt to get like the pen to change from like the pen form to this little arrow form, and that moves the handles around. You can do it on either one, and then that same if you hold command is gonna let you move the anchor point around. So command to move the anchor point, and then Alt to move the handles. That's like the main thing. Right, exactly. And this is like during the day. So imagine you can't really use like continuous lights during the day. They're not really bright enough, right? I mean, I'm saying like regular continuous lights, unless you have like some REs or something like that. But yeah, pretty much. That's awesome. I mean, I could, I've never busted these things out like at, at during the day for cars. I've done it for people, but I've never done it for cars. Probably try. All right, let's get into here. Ooh, you say you got all funky here. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Flashes are it. I mean, it lets you do anything. You can shoot in any light and it's perfect every single time if you want it. You could isolate in whatever way you want. Another thing I'm doing is when I'm laying like the actual dot or the anchor point, I'm clicking dragging to create the holds. See that? So kind of just putting them wherever, and then I'm holding Alt, moving all of them. Something like that. And then if this anchor isn't here, like if it's all the way inside here, then it's gone. That's gonna make it so that point is a straight. There's no curve in it. And if I just click without clicking dragging, I create just another straight line. So it's kind of like a good hack. Kind of just get into all these here. Let me see if I could get away from that card. There it is. Might wanna, probably gonna add this little stick to it, but something like that. On one of these images, man, I would like to say I spend like just a couple minutes, but probably an hour, because you're doing all the adjustments and of all the colors and everything, and then I'm throwing all these into here. And then I think what takes the most time, like for example in here, that I have this selected, I'm gonna just generative fill, and I put like grassy forest, and then see what shows up back there. Let's see. This is what takes the longest, I think, is just the gamble. You're kind of gambling every single time. You're like, oh, let's see what happens. This is something that I, like, whatever. I'm just getting into like the generative fill or whatever to see what it looks like. But that's actually not horrendous. It creates all this funny stuff on the sides of the cars sometimes. Like, what the fuck is that shit? But I'll take that and then maybe change it a little bit, Let's generate another one from there. Yeah, so figure 45 minutes. If I'm doing them without doing this generative AI thing, maybe half that time, maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40. And then in this meetup there was ooh, that looks pretty good. Ooh, that looks real swampy. I kind of like that. Oh, dude, yeah, dude, it creates all like the crazy crooked faces and stuff like that. That's like the funniest thing. I feel like faces and hands it has a really hard time with. As you saw right there, I mean, that did a pretty good job. I'm pretty happy with that. I think did it add a tire back there, or was that tire there? Oh, that's this guy's tire. Hilarious. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it does a pretty good job. You know what I mean? Like it could do worse. But I mean, this is pretty decent. I'm gonna put sky, see what it does. You know, for skin removal, I think the patch tool probably works like the best. Like if you wanted to make somebody look like just skin, let me see some skin here. This is the person that won the photo. Let me see. And then like you could just select like their nose or whatever, and then with the patch tool just kind of move it to another piece of skin, and it kind of real quick it kind of really quickly starts becoming just skin if you wanted to. And then get rid of this more. And then you kind of start building off the skin that you've made already. You kind of start making clean, nice clean skin, you know? Yeah, dude. And then now you have all that clean area up there. Let's see, is that enough for the mouth? I'm not sure. Let me see. Kinda, yeah. There you go. Easy. And then probably what I would probably add to this is Command Option R and just do a feather to all of it. If you did a feather to it, it would make it like, I think, better. Let's try like a crazy thing like this, and let's feather that by a lot. Feather by like 6 pixels. Throw it over. Yeah. Yeah, it might take a little bit more time, you know? But I think it's... I've done it for other stuff. I've done it to make people look funny. But what's cool about the patch tool, and especially like when you're using it like this, is that it kind of keeps a little bit of the texture that it's kind of like in the background, you know? So the skin texture or the grain or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what happens if we select this. All right, this is gonna be weird for AI, but we're gonna be like skin texture. Oh boy. Yeah, it's funny. I hope she doesn't see the stream. Oh, you see, it just put her face back in. That's funny. That's really funny. All right, back to the task at hand. Did it put sky? I'm gonna put remove. Oh, I misspelled remove. I used to do that. I've done that twice. One time, it was like an ex, like husband. They were divorced. It was like an old family picture. Everybody was in it with like a grandma and stuff, and then they wanted the new husband in there. So I just kind of morphed his face to make it look like the other guy. I didn't change like his body style or whatever. I just changed his face. And then another time was we did oh, I don't even know what I'm doing there. Another time we did he wanted to do what's this called? Cosmetic surgery. He wanted to show the doctor exactly what she wanted. Move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. Yeah, it happens. I try to stay you know when it happens the most, I think, when you're like right at the edge of the photo. When you're right at the edge of the canvas, I think it happens. So I think it's a good idea to like extend your canvas, maybe. You know what I mean? That looks pretty good there. Maybe make it wider and then remove stuff. I feel like sometimes it's like trying too much. Yeah. And then like that was perfect. Like I don't even have to touch that. You know, one of the things that it does a lot is it'll leave like a ghost. It's not here because all these images have just trees in the back, but when it's just sky and I'm like removing like a pole, it'll leave like a ghost. So then after it's done, I'll just merge all the layers and remove that. But yeah, that looks pretty good. Like that. Right, that looks natural-ish. With our grassy. Get out of here, thing. Yeah. So far, that looks good. I don't know if I want to tackle this at all. Hell yeah. It's awesome how many different sources of knowledge we have today. Like, I wish I had this much when I was growing up, you know? See, yeah, I think we can trick it. I think it's close enough that we can trick it. Right? That's pretty good to me. What up? Man, no drone stuff today. Today I'm just editing some pictures. Just editing some pictures, dude. Oh. And let's get rid of it. Dude, tell me this is not kind of working. Tell me that didn't just pretty much just work. For sure, man. See ya. Hopefully I stream more. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna edit all these photos and I was like, why don't I just stream? Might as well. I'm like working on them already. This image was won in a raffle, so I'm actually going to gift this to somebody. Which is pretty cool. We need to bring it more down. Cover all this stuff. I think if it's like that, and then I could probably liquefy it from here. Yep. Right? Oh yeah, dude. You gotta know all the shortcuts, bro. I've been using this program for way too long to not know any other shortcuts. Okay. So now I got pretty much something going on there. Now I could get rid of that. I could just say remove, and let's see what AI does. Remove. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably end streaming here in like half an hour. I'm not gonna stream too long today, but yeah, I might catch your stream, because that'll be probably when I'm done streaming. Control C, Control V. That's it. That's very true. That is very true. Ooh, look, that worked pretty well. Now let's get rid of this here. And then once both of these are gone, I'm gonna try to, I'll turn back my wheel back on, and we'll see what it looks like. See, that looks all right. Looks perfectly fine. Let's turn this back on. That looks great. Remove this grassy knoll here. How big is this image? 1.7 gigs already. Jesus Christ. Gotta sit on top. That one looks like the most like it. I'm just going to cut this tire in. Okay, like that. Oh. Okay. Let's get rid of it. Let's gonna get rid of all this little grassy kind of stuff here on the edge. Why you no worky? Why you no work? Oh, cause you're this one. There you go. Oh, and the AI saves the day with like that crazy stuff in the background. That's awesome. Oh, it looks great. You know, I don't know. This is the generated one. The generated one doesn't look too horrible, right? That's like, you know what? That's honestly like my old school, like, because that's how I would have done it back in the day. I would have grabbed another tire and just like rotated it and thrown it in there. Does it look better? Let's see. Yeah, I kind of like the tread here, you know, a little bit. I don't like the Nido. You see, they both say Nido, so maybe I get rid of that Nido. Yeah, dude, for real, it's changed so much. Like, I would have never ever in my life like tried to remove any of this stuff back in the day, you know what I mean? I would have never even gotten close to trying to do that. For what? But now, like, why not? Okay, so I'm gonna use the edge beam there, and I'm gonna generative fill this. I'm gonna say like a lake or something. Let's see if it uses the blue from the bar there to create a lake. No, you would have gotten creative. Trust me. Why does it create a little kid? Why? And then I get a little kid image and I try to do anything on a little kid image, and Photoshop is like, no, you can't do a little kid. You can't do a little kid. It's against our stuff. Bro, I don't know. Holding a gun? All right. I'll take a picture. And I'll report this one. I'll be like, hey, report. And I'll be like, violence, gore, kid holding a gun? Question mark? Report. I mean, why 3 kids? It says lake. Like I put lake. I didn't misspell it. I put lake. Let's try again. Yeah, it didn't really look like it. It definitely looked like it. But dude, more little kids look the same kid. Is this the same little kid? No, he's wearing the same shirt. Oh, so weird. Okay, so let's just put remove and see what it comes up with. It'll probably put a link. yeah, I did leave the trailer there. I wanted to see what it would do, but why would the trailer, well, you know, that's freaking weird. Why would the trailer trigger little kids? I thought maybe it would use the trailer as like, maybe that's like the dark blue of the lake or something. No. No. Alright, so reselect it. And then let's actually create a new layer, because sometimes that helps. And then let's generate fill from there. And I type lake again. If I get little kids again, it's gonna be weird. It's gonna be too much. I don't know how I keep track of all the layers. Was the legs making the kids? Or maybe that shadow? Oh, I did select. You know what? I don't think the... Hold up. Yeah, you see? It's because there's more shadow here. Okay. Let's try like this. Add that to it. And I mean, I'm leaving some of the path and whatever there. What? Because that way it keeps some of the, I guess, some of the originality or whatever. Keep it more in locked with like what's the real world. I don't even know what that thing is. What is that thing? All right. It's a little better. Oh yeah. I did. If you have like a little bit of something selected, it gets all funny. Let's try again. This is better though. And all it is remove. Do we like the shadow? Let's see with the other side, because this is like a marshy side, right? I don't mind it like this. I don't mind it like that at all. Let's do a pen. A pen, pineapple, apple pen. So right here. See if I can make this tire make some sense. Now it makes no sense. Let's see. Get rid of this handle. This handle's a good one. See if we can make it any better. And like, notice, like, I mean, at this point, I don't need to worry about my layers almost. Like, you know, it's just like they're sitting back there. One of the first things that I did that you missed when I first got in here to this one, is I started, I actually went in and I adjusted every single one of my layers so that they were in order. And let me see if I could show that to you. So figure right now it's sitting like this, right? And I did all of them in order from like back to front. So like my image with the lighting that started with like the back tires and all that, and I kind of worked my lighting forward so that creates the depth, you know what I mean? Like I'm never covering something that's darker with something lighter, or I'm never covering something lighter with something darker. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, kind of like do working on top. So once I'm there, like now I'm just kind of going in and I'm just kind of nitpicking, removing little things here and little things there. Like that's just in the order that it is, you know? Yeah, it looks a lot better than when it started, for sure. The history tool here lets us do the original. Then we undo and redo. So much better. It's so much better. And then the last thing that I've been doing to these, just like a stylistic thing, is I've been adding a Gaussian blur. Is that how you say Gaussian blur? Masking it, throwing a quick like that's like this. Oh no. Why is it a circle? Why is the circle? And that's because this was like exactly noon. Normally I'd be able to shoot these a little bit more open, but in this case, no way. See if I can find a nice spot for it. Maybe I'm gonna go towards it a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna feather in a little brush. Where am I at? Let's go 20. Oh, go opposite. And I love the texture up here, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of okay. That's it. Yeah, the tent is part of it. This is like an awning. It's a 270 awning. So it actually goes from this side and it sweeps all the way around to the back side. And then these clips kind of clip into the roof rack to kind of hold it in. So it swings all the way around the back. There are also 180 awnings that do the same thing to just the tailgate, because some tailgates go up, you know? And then there's also, so some people do 180 and 180, so it goes all the way around. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Pretty dope. All right, saving this. Oh, you say that, I'll show you my rig. This is my rig here. See, so my rig just has like a regular awning, and it just goes out the side here. And I show all my pictures off from all of our adventures. Throw them on top of the car, and I put all the, you can't see them in this picture, but these are all like maps. These are all like the maps from like the national parks and like the I don't know, off-road areas and all that kind of crap that we've been to. Where's that come from? Like the awning? Almost done, baby. Oh, it's like yeah, it's like rolled up, like so. Like right here, like this thing goes the full length of the car from end to end on the roof rack, and then it kind of these two tubes kind of fold into this main compartment there, and then it kind of all just rolls up into itself. These like are a little bit more chunky, so you can see it's got like a bigger, it's like kind of like this big of a kind of compartment, maybe like that sits on the side of your car. So it is chunky. Yeah, it is chunky. Sweet. That's pretty dope. Look, that took me 46 minutes. With streaming and talking garbage. You know what I mean? So maybe, and that one was complex, right? Let's say that one was complex. So maybe I could have done it in like 30 if I was like drinking a bunch of coffee and like really trying, you know? This is the next one. This is Simon Forerunner. This guy's kind of famous in the scene. Well, at least local scene, you know? He's got this terracotta 2024? 2024? I think that's the last year, right? Or 2023. I can't remember. 2024, I think it is. Terracotta. He just built this. So like this gives you an idea. Like this here is a shower, this thing. And this is their tent. This is the Jeep that was next to us. So this is their tent. See, it's like got big bars, got zippers. And this zipper, so you can put like a whole like a privacy tent all the way around. Yeah, man, so many nice cars. This car is beautiful, this terracotta color. So let's copy this and let's throw it onto these. Nope, not throwing on that one. I don't take out the reflections, but I put in the reflections that I want, you know? Like, so for example, in this one, there was like, you see like here, there was reflections, but then this one had like less reflections. So I used like that image for like the center. See, that one even had less. So I probably used some of those. So in like the final one, oh, where is it? There it is. Pick that one. The final one, you see, it's kind of like a mix. Got a little bit of reflections, but not as much as like any of the other ones combined. This one has like a bunch of people in it, huh? But notice here, yeah, it's a little better, you know? But it's better than that, you know? Here, like, it's like a mirror. Look at that. You can see, I can tell you who that is, you know? And that's why sometimes, like, I'll hit it with a good amount of light on one. There, you see, kind of like that. I kind of generally try to do that to make it, like, less reflection. I could also use a polarizer, you know? Like, that's one of the things I always tell myself I'm going to do is, like, oh, I'm going to throw my ND, like, my circular ND, and I never do it, you know? Yeah. 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 One of the many challenges of photography, right? Some people just shoot freaking reflections. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, do you want to do more than 10? Are you sure? I'm gonna go grab another beer. I'll be right back. Back. No. Somebody stole your polarizer, bro? That sucks. Let me see, I got the ND I got. Let's see. I got a cheaper one. K&F Concepts. Nano B series variable ND 2 to 400. 82 mil. I have it like on a bunch of adapters and stuff. I use this on the phone too. I could use this on my iPhone with like a series of adapters. On the iPhone, it makes a huge difference. That's fucked up. That's like so mean. It's like, I bet you're fast, but not fast enough. That's kind of whack as fuck. See this image here? I'm just gonna toss this image. This image is nothing. That one was something. That's something. That's something. You see right away, this one's kind of like more towards the back, so I'm probably gonna throw this one towards the back here. Oh, that's not the back. There's always like a game, like. I don't know if it is gonna be the back, but okay, so that's that one. We're gonna close that one. This one's gonna go all the way to the front. This one was a misfire. Oof. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nice. Not nice. Oh, nice. Got hit a little bit on the tires. Oh, definitely on the back tire. This is all the front. Oh, where's my hand? It has a lot of movement in it. Yeah, I have two flashes. I'm using the EL5, I think it is, from Canon. So I have the one on my camera, and then which is the trigger. That one usually I have off unless for some reason I want it on, and then the other one that I just carry around. So usually what I do is I'll set a 10-second trigger, and then I'll run over to the car and I'll grab a picture. I should probably time lapse myself just going like this. If my wife is there, which she was in this case, sometimes I have her hold the flash, which usually ends up in me yelling at her, being like, higher, lower. But yeah, in this case, I kind of thought about it different. I was like, what if she just pushes the button? So I set it on a 2-second timer, and she would just press the button, and like I would do the composition, set the camera to manual, and it's have her push the button, and then I would put the flash exactly where I wanted it. Which I think worked out better. Oh, you see this one here, I lit up the tire there a good amount. And this one. Okay, I think that's enough organizing. So that was me organizing my layers, right? Not really organizing my layers, but more like kind of just putting everything in order before I kind of start. And now I'm gonna select all on this guy, paste it over here, and I do like a difference, and then I kind of put it exactly where it needs to go. That was a lot of movement on this series because that was like beginning to end. And then I could just start painting it in. I can now start Bob Ross. Happy little trees. I think it was there. Okay, just a little bit. I might actually bring that up more even later, but that's what that's there for now. Rid of that one. Copy that. Throw that over. Let's see where we're at on this one. Also had plenty of movement, not as bad as the last one. I had a good amount of up and down movement though. Left right movement, sorry. Horizontal movement? Alright, let's see. I don't want to kill the light that's on the top of the tire there. The floating tire, yeah. It's like the tires that are on the rack back there. There you go. No, look, it's somebody's leg. Damn it. I try not to get mad at people when they walk in the shot, especially when I'm doing this stuff, because I'm by their car for like 5 minutes. So everybody's kind of, you know, hanging out by their car and stuff, talking with people. Do it like this. Oh, too much. So 20% on these. And then it'll just be a little bit darker. That look fine? Yeah. I just saw where the dude asked if he could borrow your camera, if he could hold it. Nah. I've talked to like other people, like I've been at gigs where, like, you know, I'll talk to another guy and he's like, oh yeah, I'm a photographer or whatever, and I'll start talking to you for a while. You show me your Instagram or whatever other stuff that you do and whatever, like maybe I'll be like, yeah, you could, you know, here, put it around your neck, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's gotta be like a multi-day festival where I've gotten to know you and I talk to you, or, you know what I mean? If I know that you're also a shooter, you know, like let's say I haven't seen you in a while and I saw you out of nowhere and you saw me and you were like, and I know that you also shot, and he was like, you were like, whoa, what's up, bro? Oh my God, that's your new camera. He's like, can I see it? I'll be like, yeah, of course, you know, and that's like different, you know? But bro, somebody just ask you out of the blue, like, hey, can I borrow it? Can I look at it? I don't know. It actually looks pretty good off the bat. Yeah, I can see that. Equipment. It's your livelihood, you know what I mean? What you make money on. I mean, it's not worth the risk, you know what I mean? I think that's fine there. I've assisted like a lot of photographers, and there's even some photographers that, like, there's certain lenses that, like, they just don't let you handle, like, I used to help a photographer way back when I first started. Well, when I first started, not even like I had already been shooting for a while, but I was helping out a wedding photographer. He would shoot all Hasselblads. It was like back in the day when film was like a thing. And he has a 35 mil, diagonal 35 mil. It's like a wide angle lens. It's a really wide angle lens for a Hasselblad. It's almost like a fisheye for the Hasselblad. In fact, it is a fisheye. It's got concave glass lens, but it has no distortion round. It's just really wide. So it's a beautiful lens. And we were at a Biltmore, and it's the Biltmore is all coral. It's like a coral hotel here in the Gables in Miami, Florida. And like we were on top of a ladder, and thank God that's exactly why I said that story, because that photographer wouldn't let me touch that lens. He goes, pass me at 35. I'm like, ah, and he's like it's okay, you know. He's like, here. He took off his lens. It was a 50. He gave me the 50. I grabbed it, which was also a wide angle lens in the Hasselblad world. And I put the 50 down. I came back. I grabbed the 35. I gave it to him in his hands, right, with no caps on it, just naked lens. Gave it to him. He put it on there. He was on top of a ladder. He was a short dude, so it's not like he was like 20 feet up in the air. He was probably only like 6 feet in the air, but he put that lens on, and he finished putting it on, and he let go of the lens, and it just went whoop, pow. I'll never forget, dude. There was like chunks. It was like chunks of glass. It was so bad. The 35 mil. Let me see if so you can get an idea what this lens looks like. It's not even showing up in images, bro. Let me look up Hasselblad fisheye. It'll come up like that. And maybe I'm saying the wrong mil. 30 mil. There you go. That's why. But yeah, that's the lens there. Just spin there, just like that. So imagine that thing hitting the ground. It was all glass. It's still a grand. They're still a grand. They're $3,500. That's how much they used to cost. And we're $3,500. He never bought another one. That gives you an idea what that looks like. Oh, look how trippy. Like the way the tree moves behind him. Alright, let's go all black. Yeah, dude, so sad. He had insurance on his equipment, so he did you know, he got his insurance, he got his money back for it. But ugh, I do not want to be that guy. I like, you know, don't want to be that guy that day. And thank God he said, that's one of the things. I don't drive other people's cars. I don't fly other people's drones for that same reason. Like, I don't know if I would ask somebody else for their camera for that reason, because I don't want to be that guy. I don't ever want to be that guy. I feel you. I feel you on that. I do a PPFA membership. So the PPFA is the Professional Photographers of America. It's like $500 a year. It could be less. It could be like, I think it's like $320. It can be. And then their super gold plan or whatever is $500, and it includes insurance for those $500. I think the price for the regular PPFA is like $199 a year or something like that. It gives you a press badge that you can use, you know, at most, you know, public events if you're into that. And then it also gives you ability to get insured if you want it. That looks getting rid of that. Did I just get a text message? Yeah, right? Yeah, PPFA. They've been around for a long long time. My grandpa used to be a photographer too, and I used to go to PPFA meetings when I was like a little kid. Really little kid. Is that enough? 20%? 50%? 40%? Ooh, there we go. Oh, baby. Damn. Car looks ridiculous now. Okay. Next. I didn't do a good one of the snorkel on this for some reason. Unless it's like the roof rack. Do the roof rack. They also do, the PPFA also does, the PPFA also does like a bunch of meetings and photo contests. There's also a registrar. People could look up photographers. Brands use that a lot. I have gotten brand deals through there. Oh, no. Not enough. That's enough. It used to be more active. I've also gotten brand deals through sportshooter.com. Another place where I've gotten some giggies. But not a whole lot. Most of my gigs come from word of mouth. And other people just going out and shooting when I need a gig and I haven't had a gig in a while for whatever reason. All my clients are like quiet. I'll go out and I'll shoot whatever. You know, whatever car show. Is there a rodeo? You know what I mean? I'll just go shoot anything. And I promise you, shooting and talk. I mean, you got to talk to people. You know what I mean? You got to be shooting and talking to people. And I'll do like a live gallery, or I'll have all the images up like right away. You know what I mean? And I'll just be giving out my website to people. That's like the best way. That's like the best way I found to find gigs. Make a little bit of bread on the side. You know what I mean? That sounds beautiful to me. $100 to shoot your buddies. Sounds awesome. And don't get it twisted. This is one thing that I kind of messed up when I first started. Thinking that my friends are not my clients. Your friends are your clients. You know what I mean? Like if you could shoot like your best friends, whatever, you know what I mean? Like fucking, of course. But like just because you're your friends, like doesn't mean that they don't got $100 for you. Like, you know what I mean? If they really respect what you do and they want to see you succeed in your craft, they should want to give you $100. You know what I mean? At the very least. That's what I always tell everybody. Like, dude, if you can't give me $100, like make my day free, you know, or make my day free. Like pick me up, give me food, you know what I mean? Like hook it up. Like that also counts. That will also count. Let's see, where else? Oh, these are all the interior shots now. Boom. I used to shoot a lot of skating, and that used to suck. Cause like you go out all day, and like for real, like you know whatever, you get a couple clips. But that's not what you're there for. You're there to hang out with your homies, you know. And I think people lose track of that. People lose track that like you're out there. You're not just doing art, but you're risking money. You know, you're risking bread to get those shots too. For sure, you know what I mean? Look, you're out of polarizer filter. Polarizer filter is a good amount of money. It's not free, you know what I mean? Even that cheapo one. How much is that? How much is that polarizer filter? You think? It's at least 40 bucks. You think people are going out and just casually losing $40 like on a fun day out, you know? No, bro. Okay, I think that's pretty aligned. That's awesome, man. You gotta keep those little gigs going. And even if they're not gigs, like let's say, if you look at my website, if you go on my website, you'll see a bunch of family things that I do. Like I do all my family events. Every single birthday party, every single baptism, every single, you know, everything I shoot it all. That's where I got my practice in. If I can't shoot my family and my friends right, then who am I gonna shoot right? You know what I mean? Ooh, is there one where I could see his springs and stuff? I do not. So let's cheat it. This image here. Dude, careful, bro. You don't want to electrocute yourself by accident too, bro. Here, I'm making this super duper duper bright because I want to get all his suspension components here. Noise reduction. Saturation to bring in the warmth. Black. Okay. Looks way crazy. Trust in the process. I just kind of lifted up all those shadows on one of the images that I've already composed into here. To just throw it in here again. Oh, that was really crazy far off. See how far off. There we go. Locked in. All right, so now let's get rid of all this stuff. 20% it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at all his pretty components now. Just a little bit more. Get rid of it right there. Go back in. All right. Oh, I could probably use it for the back tire back here too. Yeah. Maybe this little corner right here. Oh yeah. Oh, maybe some of this. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. That is pretty good there, my friend. Get rid of it here. Get rid of it here. Let's save it. This is our progress. I should have done that a long time ago. Here we are, another half hour in. Okay, so again, how much time does it take? 30 minutes. At 30 minutes, I have the photo composited. And now it's gonna take me another X amount of time to do the removal, stitching, cleanlinessing. That's what it's called. This I don't have to mask at all. generative fill here. Remove. Yeah. Something happened in one of these. Okay, I'll line it up. I mean, that's lined up for sure. And that knocks the back off a little bit. Must have rotated or something. But it looks perfect back there. That one looks funny. That one looks perfect. All right, now let's fix this. Oh, will it fix the reflection? Oh wow, let's see here. Let's see what it does to this. Fill, remove. The patch tool might work here too. Let's see. We'll use the patch tool also. We'll see what the patch tool does. But yeah, you see? Look perfect. Perfect! Dude, you can't see anybody in there. Perfect! If I had like that sound effect right now, perfect. Like, I couldn't do any better. Like, if I tried in 100 million years. I might split that back layer up into two, I think. Yeah. I'll take that any day over what I had there. What is that I had there? I had both of these here. Like, let's merge these layers so I have them as one. And merge that. What happened? Oh, because I merged the layers with it off. Stupid. There you go. Yeah, I'll take that all day over what was there. Okay, now to get rid of this car. And it's like got this stupid. Oh. Goes all the way to here. Yep, perfect. Oh. Oh. Messy. Messy. Let's see here. But more to see more of this. Got like a curve. Yeah, I could land it here.
Lo-fi.
Let's see if that's. Yep. Beautiful. Like, bring it in just a little bit more so that I'm actually cutting out the car. And then I'm just going to use clicks to get through all this angles. These are, in fact, angles. Even his tire, you know what? Even his tire is really kind of just straight lines, really, if you think about it. It's so knobby. It really is just straight lines. Clickety, 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 clickety. Dude, it really is just so knobby. It's just straight lines. Wild. Okay, that's it. See? Looked crazy at first, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, let's make that selection. And grassy forest, right? Is what I've been using. You know what's silly is that using something like that where it's like the same thing over and over and over in the AI prompt tends to give you a nice, how do you say it, not contingency, but like, oh, look at this. It's gonna be that this is not in the right place, and that's what's causing it to look as if the other stuff is shifted. But then this layer actually good right there. Yeah. What I was saying is that using the same AI prompt will give you some kind of contingency, some kind of a theme, if you will, a theme. Come across all of your images. Generate again. Generate again. Drum roll. Let's up-res this. See what it looks like when you up-res it. It's a little better. Okay, let's get rid of this. If we're gonna go like that crazy, get rid of all this. Remove. Make it look like not the highway, right? What if I just remove? Let's try it, because I really like that one. See what remove comes up with. Sometimes it's better than what I say. Oh, see, now it's grassy. That's perfect. That is perfect. Oh, you know what I need to do too? I need to get rid of this. Let's see. This is a perfect experiment. Let's do Command Shift and E. Let's use our patch tool. Let's use our patch tool to patch this grassy. Picture works perfect. Perfect. See? Doesn't matter. That looks just as good. That looks just as good as the AI tool. Grab it like this. Yeah. You see? You can't tell nothing. Alright. So now I got that. Now let's Gaussian blur. That's not what I want to do. I do not want to export as. Filter, gosh, blur. That fucking do it. Gradient tool, sweet. Sweet. And dude, this thing looks pretty tough. Go from the iris here. Shit. Okay. And then it's a little bit of blur, but with a brush. 20%. Add that little glow that we added to the top. Woo. Okay. Save that. Let's see what before and after looks like. Okay. Why don't I see my history? Where's my history? Undo, redo, undo, redo, undo. Yeah. 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 Way better. All right. I think that's gonna be it. Let me check something. Yeah, I'm almost done. All right, that one's done. Yeah, we'll save it. Okay, so we did 2 images. Look, that one took 45 minutes too. So it takes me 45 minutes to do these. I said about an hour before and after. See? That shit looks awesome. We did 2 images today in about an hour and a half. Did this one. This one. Check out some of the other ones. A couple more here. Oh, come on, load. There it is. Come on, load. Those are the ones I got so far. We still have a lot to go, but I'm not gonna get into those tonight. No. Next ones will be door systems, a Land Rover, and this really cool taco. Let's see. We're gonna have to bring that up a lot. Bring this up here like this, and bring out the mask here for him. Something like that. Shadow's gonna have to come up. Yeah. This taco, door systems. Maybe we got some Eddie. Maybe. But yeah, that's who's gonna be next on the next episode. We'll see if I stream those. Probably by the time I start streaming, it'll be one of these guys over here. This Frontier was mean too. Ooh, baby. That Frontier was sick. Titan swapped. How many more are there? There is. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 more cars. It's fine. Only 14. I already did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm just under halfway. Under halfway through the edit on this guy. I do have all the pictures of everybody. All those are up. Well, they're not up. They're done. You're asking me next. I missed this taco, man. I was able to get him on a good shoot. This is a shame I wasn't able to get a hero pick of him, but there it is. That was not bad. Look at the original one now. Oh, because it's gonna be unpicked. That's the original. The new one. Or the edited. All right. Well, everybody, it was a pleasure. Pleasure hanging out with you guys tonight. Got an hour in. My wife just changed her schedule, so that means that I have an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes a little bit longer, to chill every night, which is why I'm streaming tonight. So hopefully I stream more consistently. It'd be awesome if I could do this every time I edit, because I gotta edit a couple hours a night anyway. So, but yeah, Olympian Red, thanks for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Got a couple people hanging out the whole time. So, till next time, I'll catch you. Also, let me know what you think about the tunes. All right, man. Peace. Oh wait. Oh, we should rate somebody. Hold up. Let's keep this. Let's keep the momentum going. Here, let's see. Who do we rate? Ray Channel. Wednesday pop up. Do we have another photo that's filtered by photography? Photographs? Anybody know who somebody we should raid? See if he's using the filter photography. Tag photography. I heard somebody else working. We'll rate somebody else who's working. How about that? All right, guys. Peace. Raiden. Go, 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 go.